going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius video. Manny here, and today, we're going to talk about the new units. Well, not new, kind of whatever. The units that are coming out tomorrow, and that is the Final Fantasy IV Archfiend units, Cognazio, Barbaricia, Rubicante, and I don't know how to say the last one, but I'm going to say it the best I can, Scarmiglione. Now, literally, guys, I'm going to put it like this to you. This banner right now that we're going to review, I mean, you're going to see what I mean for a second. So, first things first, I want to say this really quick before we move on. I'm very sorry that I have not uploaded a lot of videos lately. I had a lot of things going on. I'm working out a lot more. I'm doing a lot more other things. And there wasn't really too much content to really focus on. But there was. And there are a couple videos that I do have that I haven't really released because I just didn't have the time to release them, or they're kind of really old. I'm very sorry, guys, but I'm gonna try my very best to do what I can to make sure videos pop out normally like this one, and if there's any game-changing stuff or kind of disappointing stuff or like a little bit in between, I guess. So I'm sorry. And then for all my Bleach fans too, I'm very sorry about that. Also, another thing too, if you guys know anything about that screw attack video of Naruto versus Ichigo, yeah, you know what, that maybe is for another day. I might want to do something about that, but I don't know. Let's just move on to this. But anyways, thank you again for waiting. But anyways, let's move on to the units. Now, let me tell you a little bit about something. This is not going to be good. Some of them. But other ones, alright, fine. Scarmiglione, we're not going to go too much into it. Basically, he just has a good TM, HP, and attack plus 20%, and resistance to earth. Kind of helps out a little bit with the espers maybe in the future, because you know they're almost all of them are elemental, but it's not going to be one of those things where you're going to really farm so much of. I mean, it's not really important. You have other things to farm, like Lauren's dual wield, or Chloe's counter magic attack, or even Amy's like Chloe's is a little bit better than him. I mean, they're both kind of the same, but all in all, that's all he is for. Now let's go with another good unit, Cognazio. Good unit, but going off with a stretch, because basically Cognazio, he's a tank. Cognazo, my bad. I'm trying to say it correctly, but Cognazo, he's a tank, but he is kind of like one of the worst tanks in the game, I guess you could say. Not really, but let me show you what I mean. So basically, his stats are right here. HP and attack when it's maximum stats is right here. Not bad. 20% and 20% for both each of fire and water, but he's also weak against blizzard or ice and lightning attacks. So there you go. Besides that, though, his weapons of choice is a fist weapon, an arm weapon. Are you like, really? A fist weapon? Where's the shield? Can you just give him a shield or something? I mean, I know he's an Archfiend, and I know he's not maybe supposed to have a shield because his shell is a shield, but no shield? Like, so basically, if I want to make him a good beefy tank, I have to I have to make sure I have Charlotte's equip a shield on him. And even that, I don't think I can even equip a heavy shield. That's the main thing. Like, this is already pretty bad, guys. Like, no shield can be equipped. That's kind of bad. Besides that, too, let's see what else he has. He has Piercing Claw. Piercing Claw is basically a physical attack 2 times to one enemy. Then he has a Hardened Carapace, and basically it increases defense and spirit by 40% for 2 turns to caster. Enables a caster with the following ability: Fortified Carapace, and we'll see about that in a bit. And then we have Collecting Water, which increases chance of being targeted by 100% for 1 turn to caster. Increase limit break by 20% to caster. That's cool. Hydro Wave, which is physical water damage attack to all enemies by 2.5. Also decreases attack by 50% for 3 turns to all enemies. So that's pretty good. At least he has a debuff of decreasing attack by 50%, which is good, but not a lot of bosses would be affected to it, depending on which boss you're fighting. Some are, some aren't. So there you go. Then we got the Water Barrier, which increases defensive spirit by 50% for all allies, which is cool. But, okay. Then we got defensive stance. The defensive stance is increases chance of being targeted by 50% for 3 turns to the caster, so basically to himself. Provoke himself. There you go. Skip 2 turns, though. That's kind of the bad thing. So basically, he cannot attack for 2 turns. So basically, he's dancing for 2 turns. Okay, then he has heals HP by 2,500 times 3, which is pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. So that's good. At least he heals himself every turn. Split over 3 turns to caster. Okay, and then mitigate damage taken to himself only by 3%. By 60% for 3 turns. Sorry, I don't forget that little part. But anyway, 60% mitigation. That ain't bad. That's like kind of the paths of Wilhelm and White Knight Noel, but still a little okay, pretty cool. But let's see what else he got. He also got counter hold, and it basically physical attack by 30%. With the chance to do counter hold, which is basically paralyzing the enemy. And then it increases defense by 30%, so that's pretty good. Then he also counter silence, but basically when he gets attacked by magic by 30, there's a chance he'll counter magic by 30%, and he uses the silence. That's good. Like, trust me, a lot of bosses or enemies that use magic attacks, that's great. But the problem is, in arena, if you use him for an arena unit, very good against physical attack dealers. But 30% though is kind of low. Then we got the magic. Really good on magic, but it only silenced the mages. Basically, if you're not reliant too much on the magic, like I know Shantoto will be reliant on Tornado, but if you're not really reliant too much on the magic, basically straight out, you could just use their other abilities like Victoria's Overflow, which does multiple damages every time you use it. What's her name? Transterra's Chaos Wave. There you go. That's another move. Or any of her ability. Even the newest Halloween unit, Grim Sakura, you can even use her abilities, the Grim abilities, and it doesn't even affect her at all because it's not silenced. It's her own ability. So already this is kind of like useless. Besides that, we also have conspicuous existence, and basically it is increased defense by and spirit by 20%, increased chance of being targeted by 50%. So that's okay, I guess. Okay. Then you got spirit by 20%. Extreme measures, and basically extreme measure increases spirit and or defense, or increases spirit and defense by 75% when HP is drops below 10%. So, okay, one of those things is like, it sounds good. So, HP plus 20%, which is whatever. Our Archfiend of the Water, basically it's a recover MP per turn, increase resistance, sleep, silence, paralyze by 100%. That right there is really good. Even though it's only 3% recovering MP, that's still really good because not a lot of units, not a lot of tankers have this. Unless you're using a healer or somebody that can raise up your MP, he's really, really good at doing that just by himself. Yes, it's only 3%, but 3% is better than nothing. So there you go. Besides that, we also have Final Struggle, which is a chance to ignore fatal. It's only a chance, though. Chance maybe like 10, 20% maybe. To ignore fatal damage by 80%. When HP is above 30%, max 1 turn. So, 1 shot, if he gets that struggleness, boom, there you go, it's good. So, pretty interesting. And then also activated by Hardened Carapace. So, basically you get Fortified Carapace. And basically that increases defense and spirit for 80% for 2 turns to caster. Enables access to the following ability, 1 use, Armored Carapace. Now, if you actually use Armored Carapace increases defense and spirit by 120% for 2 turns to caster. See, he's basically a builder. Every single turn you have to use the Carapace. Then you use the Armored Carapace. Then you use the fortified, then armored. By the time you get to the armored, there you go. Then you got a good thing. And then of course the hold and the silence inflicts his paralyzation and silence by 40%. There you go. So that's good, but against bosses, Some bosses are infected by paralyzation, and some bosses are not affected by silence. So this is not nothing. Basically, this unit is really good to defend a little bit. And of course, if you use Illusionist Nicole, he will definitely make him like getting targeted so many times. It's like, aha, you can't touch me. What now? But at the same time, too, well, I mean, you can touch him, but you know, so much defense power. But without an art, like really without a shield, what is Gumi really thinking? I mean, this meta. I mean, Gumi, you have to think about it like this. You didn't give us any bard, so we didn't get no Roy, and Roy's supposed to be a really good bard. Then we're gonna get Ramza to his bard, to his highest bard form when he gets to in his until he gets his enhancements. So you didn't give us none of those. Besides that, JP got him, and then we got these units, and these units are kind of like, wait, what, like. They're nothing. The Halloween units were like Illusionist Nicole, which I wish I really did get. He is a really good unit. He's like a broken unit. Yet, that's it. Like, he's gone for now. Until next Halloween or something. Besides that, we might get other better units. But other than that, though, like, really? Really? Dude. Like, he's only going to be good in Arena. Now, don't get me wrong. In Arena, he's going to be very, very strong. Because he can inflict everybody else. But if everybody else like has, you already see some units already getting resistance to stone, paralyzation, silence, and stuff like that. If you're facing any of those kind of units, yeah, you know, yeah. So all in all, not very good. He has one magic, which is inflict sleep by 40%. Then he got tsunami, and the tsunami when it's maxed out is physical damage by 6 times to all enemies, or 8.4 times when it's maxed out. All in all, he could be a strong unit, like literally could be strong. And I would maybe summon, like, I do want to get him just because they're all, like the Archfiends, I'm going to see what's up. And plus, you kind of do need him anyways. But all in all, Cognazio, or Carnazzo, I think. I don't know how to say it. Cognazio or Cognazzo, however you want to say it. I mean, he's one of those units where, I don't know. And then we got Rubicante. Rubicante. Looks so badass. Always thought he was so cool. But we look at him right now. We look at his stats. It's not bad. It's not great. And it's not really fully loaded yet. But, how can I say this about Rubicante? When I first saw Rubicante, I really was happy that he's out. I really was having high hope for him because he has that revive or that a heal thing, but you'll see what I mean. So Cloak Closed increases resistance to all elements by 100% to himself. Pretty cool. 100% resistant to all elements. That's cool. And heal HP for himself 3.4 times. Cloak Open decreases ice resistance by 80% for 1 turn to himself. So he decreases his own ice resistance by 80%. And his ice resistance is nothing. So he gets to 100, and then if you activate Cloak Open, he'll decrease it. But he increases his limit break fill rate by 150% for 3 turns. Now that's like nothing really. It's like, okay, so I decrease my getting hurt by blizzard or by ice attacks, but by a lot too, don't get me wrong. 80%, I mean, you can one-shot this guy really quick, but if he increases his limit break by 150%, I mean, his limit break should be really good, and it actually pretty much is, but we'll see that in a bit. Basically, afterwards, you got I'll Recover You. I'll Recover You is heal 1000 HP 3.4 times to all enemies. So basically, all enemies get 1,000. Yes, enemies, not your allies. Enemies gain 1,000 HP. Besides that, though, he increases his magic by 120% for 3 turns. Wait a minute, 120%. Now, that does sound a lot, but think about it like this, fam. Solel, the dancer unit, she does give the whole team 120% enhancement of attack and magic. Or basically magic. It's like, wait a minute. What? Really? Only 120%? Really? Like, Gumi, are you serious? Like, so, I mean, this unit would be very good if you don't have Solel, but if you do have Solel, what's the point of doing that move if you're going to get 120% already? Dual black magic, of course. Think like, okay, put that in your head for a moment and then think about it, because we're going to talk more about that in a second. Increase magic, fire low, increase magic by 30% and HP by 20%. Honorable fighter increases limit break by fill rate by 100%. Okay. And then a touch of flames, which increases MP by 20% and increases fire resistance by 100%. And face me, which is a chance to counter with magic or physical attack. So basically, if you attack with magic, Blizzaga. Fire attacks, Fireaga. So that's cool, but okay. Okay. And then after that, we got Fireaga, Blizzaga. That's the main two. For magic, he has Fireaga, Blizzaga, Osmos, which Osmos is always good to get, Flare, Firaja, and that's it. Dual casting Firaja. Okay, great. And, that's perfect. And then basically he has his final thing, and basically his limit break, when it's 6-star, fire magic damage by 5 times to all enemies. Decreases fire resistance 50% to all enemies, and then heals to himself by 1000 HP 3.4 times. Okay. And then also he does fire magic damage 7.4. If you max it out, you have to max it out. And then he decreases fire resistance by 74%. Now, all in all, fam, I'll put it like this to you. Victoria beats Rubicante with Firaja, because she can do Firaja twice. She also has dark magic attacks and overflow and all these other moves. Basically, you're going to rely on basically, you are relying on his limit break. And if you don't have him maxed out, he's kind of one of those units that's going to be basically sitting there. So all in all, I mean, Rubicante, definitely good in arena, because you attack him with magic or fire, or magic or physical, magic or physical, fire or ice attack, depending on what it is. Wow. So that's it. And then, of course, his limit break, but wow. I mean, if I have Solel and just use Solel and then just pump him up, there you go, 120 without even using I'll recover you. Like, really? Dude, what's going on, Gumi? Like, why are you giving us units that, like, you realize that we're in a meta where we got stronger units than these. These units are, like, kind of going to be sitting there doing nothing. So what the hell? Come on, Gumi. I like Rubicante. I like Cognazo. Cognazo is actually a really good unit, but still, I don't know. But all is not lost. All is not lost because we have Barbarisia. Barbarisia definitely is going to be one of the main units you want to get. 5-star going to 6-star. Archfiend. These are her stats. They're pretty amazing. 50% earth and 50% weak against freaking light attacks. But she could be equipped with all these. Light shield 2 and all these. Basically, I'm going to put it like this to you. She's going to be really strong because she's going to have Ray. Inflict petrified to 100% to an enemy. Flurry's physical damage 3 times to and inflicts silence. Wind physical damage. Cyclone shield, which increases her magic by 100% for 3 turns to herself. Negates 4 physical damage taken for 3 turns. That's all really, really good to herself. She also has Allure, which inflicts a charm by 25% for 1 enemy. And a lot of bosses can be charmed. So, yeah. She's already turning out really good, fam. Storm Ward. I don't know why it does that after a while. Sorry, fam. I wish it would load up a little faster. But anyway, Storm Ward, which increases lightning and wind resistance 70% to all allies. Lightning and wind resistance by 70% to all allies for 3 turns. That's amazing. Dual black magic. Of course, you're going to use dual black magic. And then she also has refreshing winds, which is all this right here. So refresh MP by 12 MP 3 times, split over the 3 turns to all allies, 1000 200 HP, 10 times, split over to all allies. If you use Cyclone Shield and Storm Ward, she'll increase the MP by 24% for 3 turns and 2400 HP for 3 turns. 3 turns and 3 turns. Already, that's amazing. Then she has Sunder. Sunder is lightning and wind magic damage 5 times. If you use Flurry or Erosia or Tornado, it'll be 10 times lightning and wind damage to one enemy. That is crazy. It's a one-hit move, but that one-hit move could be a one-hit wonder. That's power, fam. But she also has magic plus 20%, HP plus 20%, Magus Leader plus 30 and 5% MP, increase 30% and recover at 5%. So there you go. Aloof, which increases resistance of silence, paralyzation, and petrified by 100%. Chance to counter physical attack by 40% with Zap. Empress of the Wind basically increases magic by 30%, increases wind resistance by 100%. Guardian of Zot increases magic by 30% when equipped with the rod, increases spirit by 30% when equipped with a light shield. All in all, fam, very strong. Zap, what it does is it deals lightning damage 2 times to the enemy and inflicts paralyzation by 30%. Amazing. Has Eroga, Tornado, and Eroja. And Tornado and Eroja is basically 12 and 1. Decrease wind resistance by 50%. So there you go. Fam, I want to put like this to you. She is going to be mega boss. Why? I'll tell you why. Lightning and wind magic by damage by 3 times with ignored spirit by 50% to all enemies. And then decreases lightning and wind resistance by 50% to all enemies for 3 turns. And it's basically, if you max it all out, 74% is still 50% for 4.2 times the damage. All in all, fam, put like this to you. She is going to be the mega boss killer. Like, literally, she is doing, imagine, activating dual black magic, Tornado and Eroja, and doing it every single turn. Then she can also, like, if you do a lot of things with her, combine her with illusionist Nicole and everything else, you guys, she is literally a beast to be reckoned with. Literally, fam, put like this to you. Negate 4 physical damage taken for 3 turns. Now you give her the Cyclone Shield and it activate the illusion. Like, she can't be touched. She can't be even hurt. And you're doing all these other things. Combine it with Solel and everything else. She will do so much damage. You may be seeing her doing 2.4 to literally maybe close to 5 million damage. If you could build her right to the point where she can get super strong and doing all those counter hits and combos and everything. And don't forget, arrow shot 5 times by 5. You could use it consecutive amount of times with so much wind resistance. Yeah, she is weak against light, but if you decrease the boss's wind resistance by so much, she could literally beat a lot of teams. That if you only have one of her and 2 Shantotos, already you're gonna win. Besides that too, having 2 of her, 3 of her, 4 of her, 5 of her in her team and just going all out on her, or basically just 4 because you need Solel to do activate the ability, or maybe 3. 2 is good enough. 3, if you do 3, you're gonna do so much damage with her that it's gonna be crazy amount of damage that no boss can literally beat you. Fam, Barbarisia is basically the main thing you not want. Now, for all you guys right here, right now, is this banner worth it? Put like this to you. No, it's not. Not at all. Really, no. You're going to be chasing for Barbarisia. Yes, Barbarisia is going to be the main one you want to get, but she's a 5-star going to 6-star. Good luck. If you have those 5-star tickets, you may have a good chance of getting her, but, and I mean but, fam, she is the only thing that's worth it in the whole banner. Everybody else, Cognazzo, I'm going to try to work him out somehow, make him good. Rubicante, hopefully when their enhancements ever come out, when they do, if they ever do, it'll be different and they will be a lot more stronger than what Gumi gave us. But all in all, I ain't gonna lie, free-to-play players, just skip it. Or you kind of, if you get at least a Scargamillion, that's fine. Keep him. That's it. That's all you need for the Mog event. Other than that, though, a Cognazio, to all my other players out there, me, the Dolphins, I guess, the people that spend a little bit amount of money, not too much, and then everybody else that spend a lot of money. Good luck on getting Barbarisia. Good luck on the free-to-play players. So also getting Barbarisia, getting the other ones. If you love these units, I do actually like everything about these units, like everything. If you do love them, hey, more to you. I would say go for it, fam. Go for it. Do the best you can. But other than that, though, I would not waste any of my time just trying to summon for those. But anyways, fam, thank you so much for watching. That's the end of the video. Thank you so much. And remember, you either could do it the easy way, you could do it the hard way, or you could do it the manual way. Please let me know in the comments below if you're going to try to summon for them or not. I'm going to do a summoning video for them tomorrow. Not too much on it, but just, a little bit here and there. Maybe use my 10+1 summoning ticket. Other than that, fam, Gumi, you messing up. But I still love you, but you giving us really, really bad units, except for Barbarisia. And I'm hoping, if I get Barbarisia, I hope I do, we'll get to see some major damage, fam. Major damage. Alright, fam, I'll talk to you very soon. Peace.